Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Scott Willard. We're at Scott County High School. 42nd District Championship on the line. Scott County comes in with a district record of 3-1. Henry Clay comes in with the equal district record of 3-1 as well. To the victor goes the championship. They'll take on Sayre High School. The loser will take on Bryan Station. Should be a good one. Earlier in the year, when Scott County went over to Henry Clay, defeated the Blue Devils 63-57. Scott County went into that fourth quarter down 1, and they outscored Henry Clay pretty decisively to win that ball game, like I said. Final 63-57. Should be a good one tonight. Got a good crowd here. Great night for basketball. Nothing better than 42nd District basketball on the internet at the Scott County Sports Network. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get into Scott County season stats, Henry Clay season stats, and get ready for tip-off on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High school or college student-athletes manage busy schedules. Remind your students they can access tutor.com for homework help from home or in the library from 3 p.m. until midnight every day. Library cards are required for this service. Call the library or visit our website, www.scottpublive.org, to learn more. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County gets set to take on the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. Scott County trying to bounce back from a defeat. They were lost at Bryan Station 65-62 on Tuesday night. Scott County found themselves down through 3 quarters, 54-45. They made a valiant effort in the fourth quarter, outscoring the defenders 17-11, but came up 3 points short as they took it on the chin, 65-52. Bryan Station led the ball game from start to finish. There were 3 ties, but Scott County never had the lead in that ball game. So hopefully Scott County can bounce back. They come in with a record of 22-3. They'll take on the Blue Devils with a record of 21-4. Mark, you've had a chance to look at the Scott County season stats. What jumps out at you?
Well, Mike, they're shooting 48, almost 49% from the field on the 2-point, 33% from the 3-point range, for a total of about 45% from the field, which is really good for a high school basketball team. The Achilles heel right now is only shooting 65% from the free throw line as a team. However, latter part of the game, when you look at your guards, Bryce Long, Cooper Roab, they're shooting the ball, and Glenn Covington shooting the ball at a higher percentage there toward the ends of the game. They're averaging 15 turnovers a game to 12 assists. That's a -3. You'd really like to see that 1-to-1 or a positive number. They're plus 11 on the rebounding margin at 44 rebounds a game compared to only giving up 33. And you look at that in the guard play is what really revs up the rebounding. When you look at Cooper Robb, Bryce Long, and Glenn Covington, those 3 wing players really rebound the ball well for Scott County, what helps making that margin up. When you look at the individual scoring averages, Bryce Long averaging 12.3, Cooper Robb averaging 11.8. Michael Marino averaging 15.4, and Cooper Watts averaging 11.2 points per game for a total of 74 points per game as a team. Points per shot, they're at 1.02. Points per possession, they're at 106. So they've been very efficient this year. It's just that if you look at it, the two things you'd like to see improve is the free throw shooting, Mike, and the turnovers. You'd like to see that reversed on the assist-to-turnover ratio.
All righty, jumping over to the Henry Clay side of the ledger. Henry Clay led in scoring by Isaiah Tisdale. He's averaging 16.8 points a ball game. Leander Ridgway's having a good season as well, averaging about 13.4. And Paul Price coming in with a double-digit points per game average of 10.2. Jordan Houston is leading them in rebounding at 7.63 rebounds a ball game. Isaiah Tisdale from that guard spot. We talk about Cooper Robb being a good rebounder from the guard spot, but Isaiah Tisdale, good in his own right. He's averaging about 6.6 rebounds a ball game. Leander Ridgway is averaging about 5, and Justin Mitchell is averaging about 5 for the Blue Devils. Henry Clay comes in shooting about 46.1% from the field. They're 36.5% from the three-point line, about 68% from the free throw line. And again, compared to Scott County, they're both averaging right around 74, 75 points a ball game.
Yeah, Mike, when you look at team stats, they almost mirror each other. That's why the ball game was so close back in January at Henry Clay, and I think you'll see another barn burner here tonight. Because when you look at the stat lines, they're almost identical. The one thing in that first game, just to make a note, Henry Clay was only one of 15 from the three-point line in that first game. I don't know if Scott County can expect them to shoot that bad from the three-point line here tonight.
All righty. Henry Clay coming in off a victory against Madison Central, 55-45 on Tuesday. They come in, like we say, one of the surprise teams, Mark, if you ask me, with what they lost in the last year, coming in with a record of 21-4. Coach Brown's done a good job with them.
Well, he really has, and they had some young talent last year when you looked at what the freshmen and JV teams did. And, this program is mirroring Scott County because when you look at the number of freshmen that they have, no one thought that these teams would be where they are, at this time of the year. They thought they would be coming along come tournament time. But both these teams have come out and really played well so far this season.
Mark, when you look back we talked about the game back in January where Scott County won that ball game by a final score of 74-63. Scott County pretty much did a great job holding Henry Clay really way below their three-point average. They wound up shooting 3 of 8 on the three-point range for only 37%. They shot 53% from the field and 59.1% from the free throw line. Henry Clay on the other side, Mark, like you said, they were 1 of 15 for 6.67% from the three-point line. Very good from the free throw line at 16.22 points a ball game. But from the field goal percentage, Henry Clay pretty dismal at 34%.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know that you can count on them shooting the ball that poorly here tonight. But again, I think Scott County has advanced and will play as equally well, here tonight. These are, I talked to Coach Hicks as I came in the gym, Mike, and he said these are what teams play for, the big games. And this is as big a game as Scott County's had all year. And they're getting ready to enter a tough stretch. They had Bryan Station Tuesday night. They've got Henry Clay tonight, Fern Creek tomorrow night. Next week they've got Dunbar getting ready for the tournament. That's a pretty good run to get you ready for the 42nd District and 11th Region.
And you were looking at Scott County, talking about two good players had a great ball game the first time. Cooper Robb, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Michael Marino had 20 points and 12 rebounds. And then on the Henry Clay side of the ledger, Isaiah Tisdale had 24 points and 4 rebounds, and Leander Ridgway had 14 points and 4 rebounds. So we'll do this. We'll take our final timeout. We'll come back for the starting lineups and much more on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County Henry Clay, 42nd District regular season championship and the number 1 seed going into the district tournament on the line tonight. Both teams, Scott County and Henry Clay, come in with an identical record of 3-1. So pretty easy math, Mark. The winner of this one is your district champion.
Yeah, and like I said, that's big because, I mean, you get to play the 4th-ranked team in the district, which right now is Sayre. The loser will have to play Bryan Station. Never an easy matchup. So, like I said, it's a big game, and it's what gets you ready for tournament time, Mike.
All righty, now the starting lineups. First for Henry Clay, starting at one guard, a 6'1 senior, Isaiah Tisdale, wearing 00. Also starting at the guard spot, a 6'3 senior, number 3, Leander Ridgway. The third guard in the lineup is number 30, Jaquise Simpson. At forward, number 23, Justin Mitchell. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 44, Jordan Houston. Now for the starting lineup for your Scott County Cardinals. At one guard, number 10, Cooper Robbs, a 6'1 sophomore, averaging 12 points and about 5.5 rebounds a ball game. Starting at the other guard spot, the freshman, a 6'1 guard, number 2, Bryce Long, 12 points, 3 rebounds on the season for Bryce Long. New starter in the lineup, number 5, a 6'2 junior, Dakota Allen, averaging a point and a half a rebound a ball game, getting a start tonight. Michael Marino back in the lineup after an ankle injury. He wears number 24. He's a 6'6 freshman, averaging 15 points and about 10 boards a ball game. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 44, Cooper Watts, 6'6 junior center, averaging 11 points, 8 rebounds, and doing a nice job for head coach Billy Hicks in his 22nd season. 911 victories, 251 defeats. His Cardinals come in with a record of 22-3, taking on Daniel Brown. In his 10th season for the Blue Devils coming in with a record of 21-4. And Mark, final keys to the ball game for both teams.
Well, I think whoever wins the battle of boards and turnovers is going to win this basketball game. I think the defense is good enough on both teams that I don't think we're going to see either team shoot the ball extremely well tonight. So I think whoever limits their turnovers and whoever wins the rebounding battle is going to win the game.
All righty, Scott County in the home white. They'll have red numbers and letters outlined in royal blue. Henry Clay in the road blue, have gold down the sides. They'll have yellow numbers outlined in white. So Cooper Watts and Jordan Houston. The tip goes to 00 Isaiah Tisdale for Henry Clay.
It's going to be an interesting matchup for Dakota Allen because Tisdale likes to put the ball on the floor and take it to the rack.
Ridgway with an early three, no good. Rebound to Marino. Rob thought about hitting Dakota Allen. Good decision right there to not make that pass. Marino, top of the key, right side to Long. Long had the shot, didn't take it. Out to the top, Allen has it. Big ball game for Dakota Allen. They're going to call a hold on Leander Ridgway. That'll be his first. The team's first. And, Mark, I think how the officials decide to call the ball game is going to make a big impact on this one. And I don't mean that in the favor of one team or the other, but whether it's going to be close or not as far as contact. Cooper Watts around Jordan Houston. Not really didn't give himself a chance to get in control.
Yeah, off balance. He made the nice move across the lane, but never got his feet set enough to go up with the shot.
Houston free throw jumper, no good. Tisdale keeps it alive and hits the support on the top. Out of bounds. Dustin Music, J.T. Taylor, and Kirk Hudson. Fine 11th Region officials, as usual. I know people probably get tired of hearing it, Mark, but kind of get spoiled. Turnaround free throw jumper. Michael Marino misses it. Cooper Watts put back, no good. Dakota Allen, I thought he had a dunk there, but he gets the rebound over to Cooper Watts and the score.
Nice job by Dakota Allen to keep it alive, but yeah, he thought he had a dunk and about hung himself.
It looked like a dunk, it just didn't go through the rim. But he stayed with it, got the rebound, flipped it over to Watts. Watts scored, and Scott County up early 2-0. And here's the hand check foul against Scott County. Dakota Allen will pick up his first. That'll be the team's first.
You know, make no bones about it, Mike. Dakota Allen's very athletic. He's going to be able to match up well here.
So Isaiah Tisdale, Mr. Everything for the Blue Devils. Drops it off and hits the foot of Justin Mitchell. The 6'3 sophomore loses it out of bounds. Scott County will have it up 2-0. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Just underway. Scott County with the basketball.
I think a little bit of nerves are in play. What do you think?
That means that the game means something. Good entry pass into Marino. He's a great finisher. Give him 2 points. Markey shooting about 59% from the field on the season, doing a great job.
Ridgeway did a nice job in that first game of getting to the basket. Interesting matchup with Cooper Robb on him instead of Tisdale.
So Dakota Allen has the basketball, are guarding Tisdale inside to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's shot is blocked by Cooper Watts. Out of bounds. Henry Clay will keep the basketball. And a good job of help there by Cooper Watts. And actually used the body of Cooper Robb to keep from committing the foul. Jaquise Simpson, three-pointer blocked by Cooper Watts. I thought that might have been off Scott County. It looked like Marino and Robb were fighting for it. Dustin Music says, I'll keep it the Scott County way.
I think it was that or he's going to have to call a foul on Tisdale, and I don't think he wanted to give that kind of cheap call. So smart referee move there.
4-0's the score. Cooper Watts bounce pass to Marino. Marino misses the short jumper. Robb keeps it alive. So does Watts. Back to Marino. Score. Scott County up 6-0 as they dominated the boards on that possession. Daniel Brown's going to take a timeout, as you can expect. His team down 6-0. 5.5 to go here in the first on the Scott County Sports Network. Back up to this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mark, not going to be a tough one for you. There's one purpose for that timeout by Coach Brown.
Hey, trying to get his guys motivated. They kind of like they're going through the motions. I mean, they've been in big games before. Played Ballard, played Bryan Station, have played Scott County. They just kind of seem to be a little dazzled here in the early goings.
Good job by Ridgeway with the finish. Leander Ridgeway.
That's what you like to see coming out of the timeout, Mike, is put points on the board.
It took them all the way down to the 5-minute mark to score, but they finally have 2 on the board thanks to the nice drive from Ridgeway. There's Cooper Watts. Free throw jumper, lost control on the way up. Here's Ridgeway on the breakaway. Ridgeway out of control, out of bounds. According to Dustin Music, Scott County. Good job defensively. But Henry Clay will keep the basketball. Ridgeway set the inbound at 4 of the Blue Devils. Simpson has it, drops it inside to Houston. Houston wasn't expecting it. And the turnover, ball goes to Scott County. Cooper Robb on the dribble. Shot blocked by Isaiah Tisdale. Almost saved in, but Ridgeway hits the sideline.
Actually, a smart play there to eat the ball and go out of bounds. I think if you tried to throw it back in, it would have been a 5-on-4 in favor of Scott County.
So 4:30 to go here in the first. Scott County up 6-2. Cooper Robb with the basketball. Scott County looking to Coach Hicks for the offensive call.
Cooper Watts got post-up position.
Cooper Robb step back 18-footer. Good.
Now, Cooper Robb hit that shot tonight, Mike. It's going to be a long night for Henry Clay.
That's a shot that you cannot defend. I don't care who you are, Mark. He was driving hard to the basket, stepped back to about 2.5 feet, and nailed the 18-footer. Tisdale, the lefty, lets the three fly, and he hits it. Isaiah Tisdale, Mark, 41% on the season behind the three-point line. And Paul Price in for Henry Clay, the 5'9 senior. Had 9 points in the first meeting against the Cardinals, averaging about 11.7 per ball game.
Yeah, he's kind of their energy spark plug, kind of what Clem Dameron is to us in that 6-man role. Does a nice job for the Blue Devils coming off the bench.
8-5 is the score. 3:53 to go in the first quarter. Going to have an offensive foul on Cooper Watts. Usually they call that foul on the defense. But, Mark, a little bit of a lineup change for Scott County. Glenn Covington coming into the ball game averaging 7 points and about 2 rebounds a ball game. Had 11 points against Henry Clay. Not starting tonight for Scott County. As Dakota Allen gets the look. Mitchell with the miss. Tisdale with the putback.
That's what makes Tisdale so tough, Mike.
8-7, Scott County clinging to a 1-point lead. Cooper Watts, right side. Drops it off to Robb. We're going to get a hand check call on Isaiah Tisdale. That'll be his first. That'll be the team's second. A lot of basketball going on tomorrow. Both the boys and girls play. Bryce Long, good call by Dustin Music.
Yeah, Bryce hesitated right there and shuffled the feet. Needs to catch that ball and go straight up. If they block it, they block it.
Had a time change tomorrow. The girls are supposed to play tomorrow night, but they're going to play JV at 2:30. Varsity at 4 right here as they take on Male High School. Dakota Allen with the deflection and the turnover. Scott County back in action over at Franklin County. Step back, two-pointer, air ball this time. Mitchell with the rebound. And Watts picks up a silly foul. There's the foul he's got to learn to quit making. So he picks up his second, team third. But Scott County goes to Franklin County tomorrow playing in the Gary Moore Classic. They'll take on Fern Creek. That game, Mark, is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Into the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 10, Jordan Jones, a 6'1 senior. And Clem Dameron, number 32, is in for Scott County. Clem accepting that 6-man role, averaging 8 points, 4.8 rebounds a ball game. The 6'5 senior doing a great job for Scott County this season. But he's not going to make a living chasing Isaiah Tisdale around the floor, I'll tell you that much. Ball out of bounds, stay with Scott County. Or excuse me, stay with Henry Clay. Ridgeway at the top to Houston. Houston with the 19-footer. Good.
Wow.
Probably not the shot you wanted Jordan to make or to attempt, but I think you want him to make any of them he can.
Yeah, a little out of character right there.
First lead of the ball game.
He typically does all the dirty work, Mike, on the block.
9-8's the score. Henry Clay with the lead. Bryce Long trying to give Scott County the lead. Marino gets it. Loose ball in the hands of Cooper Robb. Robb a little bit out of control. Isaiah Tisdale with the steal. Ridgeway. They're going to say 2 points. Marino hits the backboard. So Leander Ridgeway give him 4. And Ridgeway did a great job coming down. If he'd tried to bounce it, he'd got called for carrying it. He kind of let the ball go free, get down below his waist. Then he hit it with his hand, kept himself from the turnover. And Michael Marino slapping the backboard. Goaltending is the call. And the lead, Mark, has gone for Scott County.
Yeah, and you never see that call, really, to be honest with you. There's a lot of times the backboard slapped and it's nothing. They're saying right there that he affected the
Marino tough take. Dameron with the putback. Bank shot good. Dameron.
Cooper Robb keeping that alive. Won't show up in the stats, but
Ridgeway a little bit out of control. Cooper Robb on the dead run, picks up the loose ball, the drive, and the block by Jordan Jones. 11-10. The Blue Devils up.
It'll be a game of runs, Mike. It's going to be a game of runs. Scott County started out. Henry Clay's answered. Now let's see who comes up with the next one.
1:28 to go into the ball game. First appearance, Walt Finch, the 6'5 senior, in for Jordan Houston. Pretty much a set rotation that Coach Brown has. Dakota Allen, top of the key. Back to Marino. Marino, spin move over Jones. Shot's no good, but the foul's called. Jordan Jones going to pick up his first. That'll be the team's third. So Michael Marino to the free throw line for Scott County. 68.6% free throw shooter on the season. Makes the first and ties this puppy up. Give him 5. He'll have one more. Rattles around and falls in. 6 points for Michael Marino. The aforementioned Glenn Covington, the 6-foot freshman, in the ball game. Martin, you got to say hats off to Dakota Allen. He did a great job.
Yeah, Dakota Allen played very well, Mike.
So Scott County back with the lead. It's 12-11. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Isaiah Tisdale with Covington on him. Here comes Dameron on the jump trap. Right side to Jones. Jones, strong move, loses it on the way up. Bryce Long picks it. And Cooper Robb picks up the loose ball, and we're going the other way.
Ball kind of slick tonight. Everybody dropping it.
Marino loses on the way up. They're going to get Jordan Jones with his second foul. Team's fourth.
I know Coach Brown didn't like that. But, I mean, even from here at our angle, you could see where he came across the arms to keep the arms from being extended. So, really don't know what Coach Brown was upset about there.
Marino 3 for 3. Justin Mitchell back in for Jordan Jones. Picked up 2 quick fouls. And the thing about it is, it's not the fact you get the fouls. You let Michael Marino get the ball that low, you're going to foul out real quick, aren't you, Mark?
Yeah. For a freshman, he's got a lot of savvy.
4 for 4 from the free throw line. 14-11. Scott County up 3. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Walt Finch to Justin Mitchell. Mitchell swings it. Tisdale lets the left-handed three-pointer go, and money.
And that's what you can't do right there, is Covington got lost on the down screen.
8 points for Mr. Tisdale. 2 threes and a 2-pointer. We're tied at 14. Scott County hadn't been very good running that last play all season long. We'll see what they can do right here. Under 9, here we go. Cooper Robb, step back three-pointer this time. Bank shot good. Cooper Robb with the step back bank shot three-pointer. All I can say is thank God it went in. Scott County, after one, 17-14 here on the Scott County Sports Network. Going to go buy a lottery ticket. We'll be right back after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HawkensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 1 quarter in the book. Mark, been a game of run. Scott County got up early. Henry Clay came back and answered from the hot hand of Isaiah Tisdale. And then the hefty heave at the buzzer from Cooper Robb. gives Scott County the 3-point lead, but there's the turnover quickly out to Justin Mitchell, and Cooper Robb deflects it on the way up, but Tisdale with the follow. 10 points for Isaiah Tisdale.
Well, Mike, Scott County won the rebounding battle 12-7, 3-3 in turnovers and assists for Henry Clay, 2-2 for Scott County.
So Scott County goes with Michael Marino, Cooper Robb, Bryce Long, Glenn Covington, and Clem Dameron. Covington has it left side, bounces it in, tries to get it to Dameron. Jordan Houston knocks it out of bounds. Henry Clay's going with Isaiah Tisdale, who leads all scorers with 10. Leander Ridgway, Paul Price, Jordan Houston, and Justin Mitchell. Defensive intensity's picked up quite a bit for the Blue Devils here. Michael Marino over top of Mitchell, bank shot good. You can't play better defense than that, but Marino scores again. Give him 10.
It was like you said, you can't let him catch the ball that low. You've got to get him off the block.
Ridgway has it top of the key. The Devils down 19-16. Ridgway inside. Marino's going to get the foul. Coach Hicks not happy about that at all, but Marino picks up his first. That'll be the team's fourth. The lefty rattles the first one in. 5 points. And Coach Hicks talking to J.T. Taylor. Second one's no good. Marino, power rebound for the freshman. Good
nice
cut from
pass.
Dameron. Great pass from Glenn Covington. Dameron gets his fourth.
Good weak side help right there.
Houston gets it in. Dameron kind of gambled. And Houston picks up his 4th point. I always thought it was kind of funny, Mark, kind of joking around about Daniel Brown, him trying to tell his players how to play defense.
Yeah, Daniel was kind of known for his offensive end of the game. I'm not for sure he ever hit the defensive end hard. He'll be the first one to admit that, though.
Yeah, but he had a good defensive position there trying to show his players how to play it. So it might have been a choice, but giving him a hard time, known Daniel Brown, both of us have for a long time. The Nicholas County Star went on down to Berea, had a pretty good career, and doing a great job with the Blue Devils. Bryce Long, top of the key, three-pointer as he falls down. Bryce Long averaging 40%.
Mike, the impressive thing there was not besides that Bryce hit the shot, but it's how many times Scott County turned the ball over, running their set offense to get that shot.
24-19, Scott County's up 5. Biggest lead in a while. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Ridgway to Tisdale. Glenn Covington has one job, and he didn't do it right there. So you're going to say foul on the floor. It'll be Glenn Covington's first. That'll be the team's 5th. Dakota Allen back in for Scott County. 2 subs in for the Blue Devils. Number 4, Keyston Brown's a 5'8 freshman, along with number 5, Raymond Jackson, a 5'8 freshman. So 2 5'8 freshmen into the ball game. But as long as you have Isaiah Tisdale, tough take right there. He hit the ground hard. Dakota Allen's going to pick up the foul. His second, team 6th. So Tisdale at the free throw line, 76.4% free throw shooter. Money. Give him 11.
He's come to play tonight, Mike. Into the game, Keyston Brown for Henry Clay making his first appearance, the freshman.
Yep, averaging 2.4 points a ball game.
And yes, that is the son of Coach Daniel Brown.
There you go. I would say Money, if I was to guess a man, he probably can shoot the 3 a little bit. Bryce Long.
Wow.
Call the circus. Marky's got that pretty much perfected, hasn't he? Sometimes too good, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, right there, you just take it up on the left side.
Under 5 to go, 26-21. Scott County with the 5-point lead. Jump trap. A little bit late was Bryce Long. Keyston Brown has it. Left side to Raymond Jackson. Misses the shot. Ridgway with the rebound. Goes to the floor. Automatic walk. And Coach Brown says he got a little bit of help. And Cam Fluker in for Scott County. Good bit of coaching right there. Daniel Brown's going to let Kirk Hudson know about it, but Billy got a hold of him first.
Coach Hicks has wanted the 5 count to continue off that trap, and they're dropping the 5 count.
Silly pass for Michael. Very few times you see him make that mistake. Tried to go to Allen. He threw it about 14 feet too high.
Clock needs to stop here. I don't know why the clock is running.
So Bill Moore says, I didn't mean to, as they put a little more time on it. We'll go back to 4:25. 26-21. Been a big ball game up to this point. Kind of what we thought it would be. Good spurts from both teams. Isaiah Tisdale has 12. Michael Marino with 10 for Scott County. Dakota Allen's done a great job defensively on Tisdale, even though he does have 12. You don't see that very often. And he picks up the foul. His second. Team 5th.
It's one thing if you coach Brown, you kind of like, I don't really want you to make that kind of foul right there.
And that's what you see a lot of times in all high school sports. A player makes one mistake and they turn around and make it 2. So 4:26 to go. Cam Fluker running the point for Scott County.
Little 1-3-1 here.
Long. Try to get it inside to Marino. Marino says, look, Bryce, shoot it.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, I'm not for sure what Bryce saw that was there that we didn't see, because it didn't look like anybody was open. I don't know. Obviously trying to thread the needle. I'm just not sure which needle.
There's a deflection. Keyston Brown and Fluker. You can say out of bounds off of Cam Fluker. .408 to go here in the first half, 26-21. Tisdale lets the 3 go, in and out, no good. Rebound from Jackson, picked up by Brown. Brown brings it back out, gives it to Tisdale. Allen picks up his 3rd foul, Mark. Team 7.
That puts him in a 1-and-1.
Isaiah Tisdale getting set to shoot the first of a 1-on-1. Glenn Covington in for Dakota Allen. So Tisdale's hit 2 free throws tonight. Make it 3, give him 13 points.
Situation where Scott County had 2 people going to the try to block Tisdale's shot that doesn't leave anybody down low to rebound.
14 for Tisdale. He's 4 for 4 from the line.
Little 1-3-1 giving Scott County a little bit of trouble.
Marino off balance, and the bump from Jordan Houston is going to pick up his first. The team 6th. So Scott County will have it with Michael Marino at the free throw line, shooting 2. Marino, first one's money. Give him 11. Make it 12. Kind of a 2-man show here. Tisdale with 14, Marino with 12.
It's a little bit of a hook right there, and I know they're getting Covington, but
his second. So Isaiah Tisdale has already forced Scott County to commit 5 fouls. 3:32 to go before halftime, 28-23. 15 points. And Mark, you talk about it all the time. If you want to become a good scorer, you learn to make free throws. You look up and you'll get 20 points more times than not, especially if you force the contact and get to the free throw line.
Young man for Greene County set the single-game scoring record to the All-A last week, Mike. He hit 35 out of 39 free throws.
That's a career for most players, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine going to the line 39 times.
So Scott County's leads at 3, 28-25. Scott County a little lost. They finally hit the cutter. Dameron, short jumper, no good. Tisdale with the rebound.
Though. That's a shot you want.
Out of control, Keyston Brown. And we'll get a jump ball. Bryce Long and Keyston Brown. Possession arrow stays with Henry Clay. Henry Clay, not very much height at all.
No, outside the Houston at 6'5".
They got 2 5'8", 2 6'1".
Good job of Michael Marino.
Left side to Covington. Covington should have went on up with that one. He had the lane, especially being left-handed, but Tisdale makes them pay. Isaiah Tisdale, 18 points as the Blue Devils get within 1. One-handed pass to Long. Long almost walked, was able to not do it. They're going to say ball off of Raymond Jackson. Good job by Clem Dameron. Here comes Caleb Covington in for Scott County, the 6'1 junior, 2.5 points. 1.6 rebounds a ball game. He comes in for Covington. Paul Price back in for the Blue Devils, as well as Justin Mitchell. Interesting time right here. 2:19 to go. Isaiah Tisdale getting his first breather. We'll see who's going to pick up the scoring honors for Blue Devils with their scoring machine. Isaiah Tisdale on the bench. Scott County's Bryce Long makes him pay.
Big shot right there.
8 points, very quiet. 8 points for Bryce Long. Scott County's leads back up to 4 as Ryan Bartz is in the B team section all by himself, cheering on the Cardinals.
Should be an over and back.
Over and back is the call as Ridgeway bounces it off his own foot. Keyston Brown back in for Paul Price. And all I can say right there, Paul Price must have not done something right. He didn't stay in very long as Cooper Robbs back in for Cam Fluker.
Can you say leave Bryce Long alone?
Tisdale is going to back at the scorer's table to come back in as well.
Now kind of made this a little 2-3 matchup, Mike. And again, giving Scott County some trouble.
Out of bounds. Dameron tries to get it for Bryce Long. They talk about it. Give each other 5 and move on. So Isaiah Tisdale back into the ball game. Mark 31-second breather. You know he has to be well rested. Cooper Watts with 2 fouls back in for Scott County.
And you hope he doesn't pick up a third here in a minute and a half. Now you've got Cooper Robb matched up on Tisdale, which is what I thought would happen at the beginning of the game.
Cooper Watts got away with one right there. He drops it off to Bryce Long. Great job. Long misses the free throw. Over to Watts, back to Robb. And Mark, Coach Brown could not be happy right there as they call a 30-second timeout. Scott County had 4 touches at it and looked almost like a layup drill. Scott County up 6, 33-27. 1:21 to go here. To the winner goes the 42nd District Championship. Back after this.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back, Mr. Ryan Bartz. Scott County Cardinals, #1 fan there on the screen. You can tell he's a little bit nervous. Scott County only up 6. He'll be glad to get some airtime, though. 1:21 to go, 33-27. We talked about him, and his keys to the ball game always start with outscoring the opponent. And Marky actually listened to us while he was out watching Seth Curry and the Golden State Warriors as he's visiting his dad. Come back and said, Mr. Ritchie, you got it right. That's the number one keys to any ball game. Ryan Bartz in the Ever-Scott County contest. Ridgeway misses the three. Probably not the shot Coach Brown wanted. As you look over and all he's doing, Mark, is shaking his head. Bryce Long tries to go back-to-back jacks. He does. 11 for Mr. Long. And Scott County out of nowhere, up 9. Tisdale forces contact, and the foul is going to be on Cooper Robb. Coach Hicks is going to make a plea saying he jumped into my guy. 9 fouls for Scott County, 1 for Cooper Robb.
Tisdale making a living at the free throw line, Mike.
Walt Finch coming in. They call it before the shot. Must have. Walt Finch into the ball game for Jordan Houston. I don't know how you could not call that a shooting foul. But probably doesn't matter with Isaiah Tisdale as he has 19. Perfect at the line, isn't he, Mark?
Yep.
Give him 20. Raymond Jackson back in for Isaiah Tisdale.
Okay, Daniel Brown doesn't want Tisdale to pick up his third.
Cooper Robb with Raymond Jackson on him. Here comes Keyston Brown. Michael Marino, watch the back tip. And there it is. Raymond Jackson with the steal. Leander Ridgeway. Raymond Jackson to Jaquise Simpson. Traveling is the call. Good job by Caleb Covington. Got right there, got in his way. Jaquise Simpson, probably about a 1 mile per hour faster than he's used to going right there. A little bit out of control. Caleb Covington thought he might have got away with a walk. Bank shot no good. Ridgeway on the bounce. Scott County 3 times in a row. Not very good looks. Keyston Brown's with the 3. No good. Walt Finch with the rebound. Out to Simpson. 5 seconds to go. Keyston's going to try to get it off. Instead, he's driving. And at the buzzer. No foul called. Henry Clay doesn't get the shot off at the buzzer. And we'll go to halftime. Scott County up 7, 36-29 over the Blue Devils. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. The Governor will have first half team and individual stats. And we'll get ready for the second half on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network at the half. Scott County up 36-29. I'll turn it over to my broadcast partner, Mark Walls, for the halftime stats.
Well, Mike, for the half, the Blue Devils are shooting 42.9% on the field on 9 of 21. They're 2 of 9 from threes for 22. 9 out of 10, 90% at the free throw line. They have a total of 12 rebounds, 7 offensive, 5 defensive. They've got 4 assists, and the big thing for them, Mike, 10 turnovers in the first half. Conversely, when you look at Scott County, they're shooting 48% on 13 of 27 from the field, 80%, 4 of 5 from the threes, and 100%, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. They have 14 rebounds, 9 offensive and 5 defensive. They have 6 assists and 9 turnovers. Points off turnovers are 10-8 in favor of the Blue Devils. Points in the paint are even, 12 apiece. Largest lead has been 9 for the Cardinals. Both teams very efficient, points per shot. Scott County at a 1.2. And the Blue Devils at a 1.1. So that gets you to your score, 36-29 at the half. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Scott County Public Library allows 3-week checkouts. This allows you to enjoy your favorite books, movies, and DVDs free of charge. Unlike a credit card, we don't charge interest. We save you money. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just use your library card and PIN number to put books or movies on hold or download ebooks and free music. Scott County Public Library. Every day, every age.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history of providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky, here for your needs 24 hours a day.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to Scott County High School, Georgetown, Kentucky. 42nd District basketball action at the half. It's Scott County 36, Henry Clay 29. Looking at the individual stats, first for Henry Clay. They're led in scoring by Isaiah Tisdale with 20 points, 3 rebounds. Lander Ridgway has 5 points and 3 rebounds. Jordan Houston has 4 points and 1 rebound for a total of 29 points. When you look individually at Scott County, Michael Marino has 12 points and 4 rebounds. Cooper Watts has 2 points and 2 rebounds. Bryce Long has 11 points and 2 rebounds. Cooper Robb, 7 points and 4 rebounds. Clem Dameron off the bench, 4 points and 1 rebound for a total of 36. So that kind of rounds out the half. Been a real good ball game to sit and watch. Scott County had the last run. We'll see what happens here in the second half as they come out. We've got 1:28 left on the clock for the third quarter begins. We're going to take another quick break to say thank you for our corporate sponsors. Again, you're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's a winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs. Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mark, Scott County late run there to go up 36-29. Up by 9 was the biggest lead, but what's Scott County got to do to come out here with a victory tonight?
Well, they need to figure out a way to stay in front of Isaiah Tisdale. They're letting him get to the lane. He's not scoring on the layup or the jump shot when he hits the lane, but he's getting to the free throw line where he's not missed tonight. They've got to figure out to find somebody to stay in front of him and contain him. Make him shoot the three. Now, that's easier said than done. He's hitting the three. They got to continue to rebound as a team. They got lucky a couple times. They rushed the shooter trying to keep Tisdale off that screen from being able to get the jump shot off. Gave Henry Clay a couple extra shots at the basket and unfortunately got away with it.
So Scott County has the basketball, Mark, but while they get started here, what's Henry Clay need to do? If you look at it, they put 29 on the board. 20 of those come from Isaiah Tisdale. They got to get some more balanced scoring, I think.
Well, they do, Mike, but they had too many turnovers at the half. I mean, just you can't turn the ball over. What did we say, 10 times at the half? Basically, you just can't give the ball up at too many times without getting a shot off in this kind of game.
Three-pointer left side, Cooper Robb, no good. Michael Marino, strong rebound, and the bounce back bucket good. 14 for Marino. And Scott County's leads at 9 again, 38-29.
Dakota Allen going to guard Tisdale, gets the job first. And there's another
Jordan Jones.
Bad pass.
Walt Finch in for Jordan Houston. The other starters for Henry Clay are Jordan Jones, Justin Mitchell, 00 Isaiah Tisdale, and Leander Ridgway. Number 3, Scott County backless starters as well. That would be Bryce Long, Dakota Allen, Cooper Robb, Michael Marino, and Cooper Watts. As Watts has the basketball. There's the cutter, Cooper Watts, and the foul is going to be on Leander Ridgway, if I'm guessing, man. And it is his second. Team first.
That's where you'd like to see Cooper be able to power through and get that three-point play. Let's see if he can finish it off with 2 free throws.
Dakota Allen did a good job getting him the basketball at the right spot. And Cooper Watts.
Long on the first one.
46% shooter on the season. Misses the first. He'll have one more. Chance to get the lead to double digits for the first time. And the second was no good. Rebound still on the floor. Picked up by Tisdale. And Tisdale loses it out of bounds.
That's two turnovers, unforced, really, that you don't get a shot opportunity.
So Scott County will have it. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. Chance to go double-digit lead first time. Second opportunity for that. Alley-oop into Marino. Catch and shoot. No good. Walt Finch kind of pushed him out just a little bit farther than he expected. Good defense by Mr. Finch. Tisdale, three-pointer, top of the key. No good. Cooper Watts battling for it, and Cooper Robb's going to win that one there. Most times he wins the battle against Jordan Jones. Cooper Watts has it. Power move around Mitchell. Good. Cooper Watts give him 4, and the lead's 11.
Not quite sure how he got that off, Mike, but it went in.
I'm still trying to figure out how Scott County lost over at Bryan Station the other night. Bryan Station had the lead for the whole ball game.
I thought Ridgway got away with the walk right there.
And the putback by Jordan Jones. His first 2. Bryce Long heaving the 3. Good.
And Daniel Brown saying, how do we not know where he's at?
Bryce Long just quietly scores buckets.
I know that right.
Cooper Watts picks up his third. Team's first. Paul Price in for the Blue Devils.
And I kind of hesitate right there doing a little bit of coaching right there. That's a situation where there was no place for Tisdale to go, so he forces the contact, and the defensive guy picks up the foul. That just seems a little bit unfair.
Yep. There's the back tip from Bryce Long. Ridgway runs it down, though, to prevent the turnover. Skip pass to Paul Price. Good recovery by Robb. Jordan Jones on the drive. Scott County fouls and 1. So Jordan Jones is going to pick up his 4th point. Cooper Robb's going to pick up his second foul. That'll be the team's second. And, Mark, I'd like to be able to go back. I know we couldn't do it, but we could if we wanted to. But I'd like to see how many fouls Cooper Watts picks up outside the free throw line. Extended on the season.
Bunch.
Dakota Allen, a good job again. Glenn Covington back into the lineup for Scott County. And a lot of that's not Cooper's fault because his defensive assignment, he has to come out there and guard out there. But a lot of reach fouls from Cooper Watts as Jordan Jones goes for old-fashioned three-point play for 5 points. 43-34, leads at 9 inside to Marino. And he'll make you pay when you get in that close as Ridgway picks up his third. Team second. Coach Brown, Mark, let's be honest here. He's trying to figure out a way. But his team just looks a little bit overpowered here tonight as Marino hits the first.
Yeah, like I said, we noted it when the game started. I'm not saying they're not playing hard. I don't want anybody to misunderstand that, but they just looked a little flat emotionally. Of course, they're coming off a big win at Ballard and Madison Central last week. They beat both those teams. So, this might have been a little bit of a trap game for them. Can't expect Scott County to be a trap game where you don't get ready to play with your best intensity. But
Jones to Price.
There's another turnover.
Down to Covington. Covington, good job along. Jordan Jones, just the music, comes in here and gets it. Glenn Covington gets the score, his first 2 of the night. 47-34. Under 5 to go, and there's a tic-tac foul. Glenn Covenant's going to pick up his third. And, Mark, I know you want to get all into Mr. Tisdale, but you're going to foul out quickly. He has that good a handle on the basketball. Dameron in the ball game for Scott County. Tisdale blocked by Watts, and Watts is going to pick up the foul. Coach Hicks can't believe it as Watts picks up his fourth.
Wow.
And a lot of times, if you're standing still and the guy offensively drives towards you and you block the shot, they'll call it almost every time. Marino getting set to come back in. Tisdale perfect at the line tonight and remains as so. 21 points, Marino in for Watts. Scott County's leads at 12. One more for Mr. Tisdale. Finally misses one, Mark. Does that make him 9 of 10, I think? There's a turnover. Uncharacteristic turnover, and a good job of Paul Price. Marino went for the ball fake, and Price gets his first two. Covington quickly, Scott County answers. That's not going to make Coach Brown happy at all. I think this is the pace that Coach Brown wants, though.
Yeah, he wants to
not kind of negate some of that size for Scott County. Tisdale three at the top. No good. Bryce Long rebound to Cooper Robb. Robb drops it to Dameron. Dameron over top of Finch. Shot. Tough take right there. Isaiah Tisdale rebound and all the way to the bucket. Scores. 23. Action's kind of picked up quite a bit here in the last 2 minutes.
No, Daniel, I hate to say this because I'm going to get in trouble for coaching.
34. It hadn't stopped you in 9 years we've been doing this. Go ahead.
If you accept the foul, the third foul down there on Cooper Watts as Coach Brown, you can't get upset with that call right there because that's the same play.
So we're going to get a holding call on Paul Price. His first, team fourth.
And I'm just saying that's consistency from the referee. That's all you want. That's all you can ask for,
unless it's against you.
Well, there's always that. There's always that.
Robb out top. Bryce Long and Paul Price could have had easy steal right there. He just didn't know it was coming. The Blue Devils picked up a little bit of intensity on the defensive side.
You're exactly right. They've picked it up. Scott County's got to figure out how to answer this. And right now they got to get somebody moving to help.
There's the cutter, Dameron, from Marino. 6 points for Clem Dameron. Paul Price, left side three. Money. 5 points. And we're going to get a full timeout called by Coach Daniel Brown. His team's down 9. It's 51 for the Cardinals of Scott County. 42 for the Blue Devils of Henry Clay. 3:11 to go in the third. We'll be back.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, 51-42. Is the score. The Cardinals up 9, 3:11 to go. Scott County have the basketball. Purpose of that timeout, Mark?
I'm just a little bit confused unless he sets a half-court trap up instead of full court. That's what I think he's getting ready to do because I would have thought he wanted to come with pressure, especially after he was fortunate to speed the game up a little bit there, Mike, in the last minute and a half.
Bryce Long, tough take. Clem Dameron with the power rebound for Scott County. Glenn Covington, three-pointer. No good. Cooper Robb, Clem Dameron's going to get called for the foul. Clem's going to pick up his first, team fifth. Glenn Covington picks up his fourth. Team sixth.
Oh.
Clem Dameron picks up his second. And at the free throw line goes the Blue Devils in the bonus. 2:31 to go in the third. So Scott County's got to be careful. You don't want Isaiah Tisdale going to the free throw line, or it's going to be a long night. Dakota Allen back in.
Well, the only thing I kind of like there, I thought Clem hit the ball first, which means it's a loose ball.
24 points for Mr. Tisdale. 51-43. Chance to cut it to 7.
11 out of 12, Mike, from the line is what I've got him at.
25 points. Justin Mitchell back in for Paul Price. Two and a half to go here in the third. Game gets fast-paced for a while, and then it slows down. Cooper Robb up and under. Tough take right there. Mitchell with the rebound. They get it to Tisdale. Ridgeway over top of Marino. No good. Houston has position. Gets the rebound. Back out to Jordan Jones. And they'll reset.
And, Mike, that last shot attempt was really forced, and that's just like a turnover.
Bryce Long with the... Nope. Isaiah Tisdale takes away from Marino. And one. The foul called on Michael Marino. Give him 27 for Mr. Tisdale. And while we're at it, we'll give Michael Marino his second foul. Team 8. So Scott County goes from a turnover to a three-point play, and Coach Hicks, one purpose for that timeout we'll talk about when we come back. 1:56 to go in the third. The lead's down to 5, 51-46. Scott County with the lead. Back after this.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome back. 1:56 to go in the third. Here comes the run from the Blue Devils. They were down 13. Look up. They're down 5 with a chance to cut it to 4. Mark, what's going on?
Well, I mean, you had a couple of bad plays there by Scott County. A bad shot there, attempt by Cooper Robb really forced it, which was the same as a turnover. You turn around, you get lucky because we get the steal back on the other end, but Michael Marino turns it over. Tisdale gets it, scores, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Mike, I'm going to tell you, you got to value the basketball. I mean, in this game like this, possessions mean everything, so you have got to take care of the basketball. And those are two. One of them was a shot attempt, but it might as well count as a turnover because it wasn't a very good attempt. Really forced it, didn't have a chance to make it.
So Tisdale at the line, 13 of 14. Now making 14 to 15, give him 28. As he has 28 of the 47 for the Blue Devils. So Scott County needs to regroup here. Under 2 to go, down or up 4. Clem Dameron gets it inside. Tough pass to Allen. And Clem's got to shoot that ball. Ridgeway on the bounce. Loses on the way up. Steps called. Cooper Watts. Coach rolling the dice a little bit. Cooper Watts with 4 fouls.
Scott County, I'd like to see him kind of run a set, either from Marino or to get Bryce Long a shot right here, Mike, just to run the set, just to get some momentum back on the offensive end of the floor. Been a long time since Scott County scored.
Michael Marino has the top of the key. Fouls on number 10, Jordan Jones. His third, team 5. So 8 to 5 on the fouls. Henry Clay in the bonus. Scott County 2 fouls away. Cooper Robb set to inbound it. Into Watts. Snuck one in there. Cooper
Yeah,
Watts.
they did. Everybody looking for that lob that's been there for 30 years. Cooper Watts just steps in front.
6 points for Mr. Watts. Tisdale out of control. Third time tonight. Mr. Tisdale's done that.
Yeah, he's played so well. You hate to say anything, but you can't have your senior make that kind of play.
Coach Brown, simple as you can say it. He said, Isaiah, what are you doing? 53-47. The lead's at 6. Big possession right here for Scott County. Cooper Robb with the 3. No good. Tisdale rebound. It wasn't the fact of the 3, the fact that it was about 24 feet away.
Oh, no, that right there. Woo! Man alive.
Bryce Long with the foul. That'll be Mr. Long's first.
Tisdale at the line for 2, where he's been almost automatic here tonight. Just one miss. 53-47 with 35 seconds left in the third. Tisdale's first up and good as he continues his streak. Tisdale getting the basketball from Kirk Hudson. Getting set. Second one up and good. So Tisdale, I have him with just one miss from the free throw line tonight, so he is really hurting Scott County at the free throw line. He's going to get a quick break as Raymond Jackson's back in the game. He'll pick up Cooper Robb full court. Easily gets it across half court. Cooper Robb loses the ball after slipping to the floor. So Henry Clay with the basketball with 17 seconds to go. 53-49 here as we end the third quarter. And there's an unforced turnover again as the ball goes right between the legs of Jordan Jones. Daniel Brown saying, shoot the ball.
So 53-49, 11 seconds to go. Scott County going to get the last attempt. Up 4.
Wow.
Raymond Jackson. Mark, he called him over the back, but at 5'8", I don't think Raymond Jackson's going over the back. Scott County needs to hurry up. Raymond Jackson's doing a good job what he needs to do. Bryce Long is going to get it away from 28 feet. No good. And Coach Hicks not happy with that execution, but Scott County is going to go to the fourth quarter. With the lead, it's going to be Scott County 53. The Blue Devils of Henry Clay 49. We'll be back on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Wall, Scott Willard, Kevin Ritchie. Bringing you Scott County basketball action. 42nd District title on the line as we start the fourth. Scott County up 53-49. Tisdale with the basketball for the Blue Devils. Left side to Paul Price. The three's in the air, and the three's no good, but Mitchell runs it down for the Blue Devils. 15-foot baseline jumper, no good. And Michael Marino, the rebound, long outlet pass to Bryce Long. Forces contact and the foul. Jordan Houston gets called for it.
I thought it was on Jones, but we'll take that.
Houston second.
Bryce Long's first free throw up and good, Mike.
15 points for Mr. Long. Leander Ridgway back in for Justin Mitchell. Second one is no good. Watts keeps it alive, and they're going to say foul on Jordan Jones.
Wow,
with the hold.
They caught a break right there.
Fourth foul on Mr. Jones. Team 7, so both teams in the bonus. Henry Clay in the two-shot bonus situation. Raymond Jones. Or Raymond Jackson, excuse me. Jordan Jones with the foul. Raymond Jackson back into the ball game. Cooper Watts, 6 points tonight. Averaging 11. He'll be at the line shooting 1 and a bonus. There'll be no bonus. Ridgway on the floor, and they're going to say jump ball.
Oh, man. Woo, that was a... I thought you had to have both hands. Both teams had to have hands on the basketball.
So possession arrow goes to Scott County. And I thought Cooper Watts was going to get called for a foul there.
Well, he give Cooper credit. He stopped, and the guy was between his legs. He never had his hands on the ball.
Rob with the ill-advised pass. Paul Price picks it off. Free throw jumper, good. Paul Price, 7 points. All of them in the second half. You look up, Mark, 54-51.
They're going to call push-off on Cooper, Rob.
Offensive foul, his third. 9th foul for Scott County.
Wow.
Or 10th foul for Scott County, excuse me.
You know, the reason you say wow right there, Mike, is kids know how to respond right now. You don't know what a foul is, and you don't know what a foul isn't.
Now they're going to say foul on the floor on Dakota Allen. Dakota Allen, his fourth.
Who else but Tisdale? That's where he spent the whole game.
Yep, 30 points. 20 in the first. And Mark's so consistent. He had 8 points in the first quarter, 12 points in the second quarter, 10 points in the third, and misses the first free throw in the fourth.
He is human. He's had a great basketball game. You know, with the exception of some turnovers that were ill-advised. I mean, he's played one heck of a basketball game here tonight.
Second one good. 31. Lead all scorers by a bunch. Scott County led in scoring by Marino with 16. Bryce Long with 15. Good feed into Marino. Good
Cooper
finish by
Watts.
Cooper Watts. 8 points.
Tisdale.
Wow, 33 points.
They're going to call a foul on number 5.
I know we don't have Coach Brown on the camera, but
he's putting on a show.
Yes, he is. Glenn Covington in for Dakota Allen as Cooper Robb goes to the free throw line. 56-54. Robb uncharacteristically misses the first, but Cooper Watts picks up the rebound. Out top to Bryce Long. There's the steal. Raymond Jackson misses the layup, though. Michael Marino.
3-on-1.
3-on-1. Give and go. And Marino picks up the foul. Raymond Jackson, his third, team 9. Our team 10th, excuse me. Both teams in a 2-shot bonus.
Scott County needs to make her free throws, Mike.
So Cooper Robb shooting 76%, misses his first one. Michael Marino shooting 69%, hits his first of the one-on-one. 17 points for Michael. Glad to see him back from that ankle injury that forced him to miss the Toyota Classic. Rebound to Tisdale. 2 Scott County defenders on the floor. So numbers. And Paul Price misses the 3. Glenn Covington rebound for Scott County.
Scott County caught a break right there. Long time to go, Mike. They got 5 minutes left in this game.
Good defense by Tisdale. On the entry pass inside to Marino. Watts, second time tonight, 10 points.
Scott County pushes it back out to 5, Mike. And there's another turnover by Tisdale.
The three-pointer's no good. Bryce Long with the putback. And a timeout for Henry Clay. Full timeout, 61-54. Here comes the run for Scott County. They scored 4 unanswered. They get the lead back up to 7. 5:25 to go. We'll be back on the Scott County Sports Network.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's actions.
Welcome back. 5:25 to go. It seems like it's been an eternity in this fourth quarter. And we're not even 3 minutes in. Scott County on a 4-0 run to get the lead back up to 7, 61-54. Henry Clay with the basketball in. Who else? Isaiah Tisdale's hands. Turnover. Another turnover. Tisdale gets away with the foul. Bryce Long gets his shot blocked by Jordan Jones. Ridgeway with the rebound. Splits defenders, scores.
That situation where Bryce has got to go up. If it gets blocked, it gets blocked, but you got to take it strong.
7 points for Leander. That's a big change of possessions right there. Scott County had a chance to shoot the jumper on the fast break. Don't get it.
Glenn Covington will be at the line for 2.
That foul was on Justin Mitchell. His first. 2 free throws for Glenn Covington. Shooting 77.4% on the season. The lefty misses the first. Scott County's got to start hitting free throws, Mark. He'll have one more. Glenn Covington, 4 points. All of them in the third quarter. Now give him 5. 62-56, 4:33 to go. Tisdale with the 3. Good.
Wow, guys.
36.
Phenomenal, man. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get 40 against Scott County.
I think you're going to see it tonight. Foul out of bounds. Scott County got lucky right there. Watts trying to hit the cutter. Bryce Long. It hits 2 defenders for Henry Clay's hands. Out of bounds. Scott County basketball. Set play for the three-pointer from Long, and he makes them pay. 18 points and a big three-pointer as the lead is back up to 6. Here comes Cooper Robb. Give and go back to Marino. Marino floater in the paint is good.
Big man to big man. That was pretty basketball.
19 points.
That's a quiet 19.
67-59. Ridgeway with the 3. No good. Cooper Watts rebound for Scott County. Covington.
We go through all that physical play, and Coach Hicks called a timeout.
67-59. It'll be second down and 2 for Scott County when we return. 3:02 to go in the ball game. Back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 3:02 to go here in the ball game. 67-59. Henry Clay's had about 4 bad possessions in a row, haven't they, Mark?
Yeah, haven't been able to get the shot. Need to try to get the ball back in Tisdale's hands.
Scott County. What's the purpose of this offense, Mark?
Mike, all they're trying to do is get a mismatch out front and create some lane where they can penetrate and either kick or shoot a layup. The other thing it actually does with 3 ball handlers in the game, it runs some clock.
But Scott County's not really stalling the basketball, are they? They're just
no, they're looking to try to score.
There's the turnover.
And that's a
Raymond Jackson. Foul, tough foul right there. Good clean play. Cooper Robb's going to pick up his 4th. Mark, that's a big foul right there.
Yeah. Real big. And, Mike, that just was a soft pass right there by the freshman, Glenn Covington. You can't just kind of let it float. You've got to get the ball to your offensive guy with a crisp, sharp pass. That ball floated enough just to allow Jackson, with his quickness, to step in front for the steal.
Raymond Jackson, 44% free throw shooter. None of them he's hit this year bigger than these 2 as he hits the first. First point of the ball game for the 5'8" freshman.
Nothing but the bottom.
He'll have one more. Tell you what, Glenn Covington's lucky he didn't get a technical right there. Dustin Music looked at him and said, put your shirt tail in. Glenn Covington just waved him off like, leave me alone. Dustin Music put the whistle in the mouth. Look at Coach Hicks. Glenn Covington fortunate right there.
Big free throws by the freshman Jackson for Henry Clay. Now they're going to double team Cooper Robb.
There's another lazy pass, but it goes right in the hands of Cooper Robb. Break for Scott County, left side for Long. Three-pointer, no good. Robb gets alive. Cooper Watts picks up the loose ball. And turnover. Isaiah Tisdale. Over top of Marino. Marino picks up the...
Oh, man.
Marino's third. So Tisdale with 36. Make it 37. .2:15 to go. A chance to cut the lead to 4, and he misses the free throw, so the lead stays at 5. Scott County with that lead, and
we go turnover.
Turnover on the basketball.
Scott County not handling the pressure real well.
.207 to go.
You got to remember, Mike, they're playing freshmen.
Yep.
It's all a learning experience.
Tisdale in the paint, misses a short jumper. Walt Finch knocks it out of bounds. Scott County gets the basketball back. Another great opportunity. Tisdale gets to the bucket. Unable to finish. Bryce Long into contact. No foul called.
Wow. It's been a foul at the other end.
Ridgeway quickly. 9 points for Ridgeway. Marino off the board, no good. Jordan Jackson, chance to tie it. Ridgeway's going in. Contact and a block. Foul's going to be on Bryce Long, his second.
I thought he was there, Mike. I thought he was there.
So Ridgeway, 71% free throw shooter. He'll have 2. First one good. He gets into double digits with 10. 67-65, Mark. The lead's dissipated quickly here. Scott County's had about 3 turnovers in a row. Ridgeway misses the second. Walt Finch keeping alive. Cooper Watts coming down with it for Scott County. And the foul finally is going to be called on Raymond Jackson. Raymond Jackson's coming off the bench, Mark, done a great job for the Blue Devils. That's his 4th foul.
Cooper Watts at the free throw line for 2, Mike.
And if you're Henry Clay, this is who you want at the line. 2 for Mr. Watts, 47% free throw shooter. Money on the first one. Good job, Mr. Watts.
Big free throw.
Second one, no good. And the rebound, Glenn Covington. With the turnover, back to Jackson. Jackson into Long, and the foul is going to be on Raymond Jackson. He's on Bryce Long. His third, Raymond Jackson, to go to the free throw line.
He just made his first 2 of the game, Mike, in his last trip.
68-65. First one's no good.
Scott County got a block out right here.
68-65. Scott County, I felt like, had this ball game under control. They were up 7. Had about 3 turnovers in a row, and now they're down. They're up 2. 3 points for Mr. Jackson. There's another. Oops. Michael Marino saves the turnover to Covington. To Long. Long lets Jackson go by and scores. 20 points for Bryce Long. Tisdale with the 3. No good. Bryce Long rebounds Scott County. Under a minute to go. 70-66. They need the foul. Covington answers.
Big move right there. Not for sure that's a shot Coach Hicks wanted. That's one of those you go, no, no, yes.
72-66. Tisdale, top of the key. So you want shooting it?
Wow.
There's wide. 40 points for Mr. Tisdale and a full timeout. 72-69. Isaiah Tisdale, ice in the veins, hits the three-pointer to get him to 40 points. 34.1 seconds to go. 72-69. Scott County with the lead in the basketball. When we come back on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-86.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 34.1 seconds to go. Scott County's leads at 3, trying to get the basketball in.
Cooper Watts got to come get it.
And they foul Cooper Watts. Coach Brown wants a walk call.
Not 34. Walt Finch gets his second, Mike. Cooper Watts back at the line. Big free throws for the big man. 1 for 2 his last time up.
Timmy. This is the first. First free throw is no good.
Got to get this one to make it a 2-possession game, Mike.
72-69, 32.5 seconds to go. Cooper Watts. Short arms the second one. Walt Finch rebound for the Blue Devils. Gets it to Isaiah Tisdale. Blue Devils down 3. Step back three-pointer. Tisdale in and out, no good. Cooper Watts, one-handed rebound. And there's the leaker. As Covington gets it to Bryce Long in the finish.
Nice job right there. Cooper Watts get the long pass out. Big basket.
Finch, 14-footer, no good. Finch gets it back, throws it up off the backboard, no good. Long run out again. Here comes Bryce Long. He's going to pull it out. Scott County's going to win the 42nd district with your final score. Scott County 74. Henry Clay, 69. Scott County. Henry Clay, what a well of a basketball game. I tell you what, these two teams meet in the finals of the 42nd district. It's going to be another good one. Scott County holds on with the mad rush from the Blue Devils. Scott County 74. Henry Clay 69. Quickly your scores. Bryce Long led Scott County with 22 points. Michael Marino with 19. Cooper Watts had 11. Glenn Covington with 7. Cooper Robb with 7. Clem Dameron with 4. Totals up 74 for Scott County. For Henry Clay, it starts and stops with Isaiah Tisdale. He had 40 of the Blue Devils' 69 points. Paul Price had 7. Leander Ridgway had 10. Raymond Jackson with 3. Jordan Jones had 5. And Jordan Houston with 4. Scott County improves to 23-3. Their next ball game will be tomorrow night. They'll travel over to Franklin County for the Gary Moore Classic. They'll take on Fern Creek at 8 o'clock. Henry Clay will back in action against number 1 ranked Paul Lawrence Dunbar. They'll play them Thursday night at 8 p.m. 42nd District basketball. What we expected. One heck of a ball game. Scott County makes the plays down the end. 74 for Scott County, 69 for Henry Clay. From our broadcast partner, Mark Walls, from our cameraman, Scott Willard, for the computer guy, Kevin Ritchie, I'm Mike Ritchie. Glad you could join us, and we'll be back. Check us out next week on the Scott County Sports Network. Have a good evening, everybody.